I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. I missed the notification because I had to log off and come back on here. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. There it is. I was incorrect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, welcome to the Troy Graham Experience Daddies Lounge number 40. Can you believe that? 40 in a row. That's a lot for me, but I'm not going to stop. 40 in a row. 40. Wow. I always say wow because number one, I'm here to be able to do this. And two, the consistency of the shows allows me to say thank you because I wasn't always Mr. Consistent, at least when it came to me. But yeah, but look, I'm awake today. Bless it. Say amen. Say amen. I am awake. And y'all saw me Monday. Ooh, I was just, I wasn't even half in. I was about 30% of who I am, but I'm here. I'm here. Shoulders moving. I got the energy. Boom, 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 boom. I'm ready. But today's topic, I want to say self destruction, but is you are here to make a difference. And guess who I'm saying that to? You are here to make a difference. One more time. You are here to make a difference. So I never heard that coming up. I can't say I ever heard that I was here to make a difference. I never heard those words or anything similar. But you know what? I've always told my children this. You are going to be good men who do great things. And I told my daughter, there's nothing you can't do. It's either fight or flight. It's fight or fail. All right. She keeps fighting. Keep fighting. So I tell them that every morning. I said, you will be good men who accomplish great things. And, they were young. They just looked at me. But I wanted to plant seeds because that's the difference that I can make in them. And by planting those seeds, you're not going to see the harvest for a while, but there will come a time where they will come back to you and say, I'm where I am because of a lot of what you taught me and a lot of what you said still resonates with me. I still feel it, and that's one of the truest blessings in the world. If you're a father and you hear that from your child, that's incredible, man. You know that they come back to tell you years later, thank you, and you just beaming because you prayed and you pushed and you said, make them more accomplished than me, or let them go to another level that I didn't go to. People always say, let them be better than me. Yes, let them have their own flaws and not my own. Let nothing stop them in the pursuit of their true dream. Let them always walk by faith and not by sight, and always remember to pray with a purposeful heart and to be patient. That's what I said. Not exactly word for word like that, but that's mainly what I told them. You are going to make a difference. I said, you're not here to be regular, whatever regular or normal is. I don't know what that is. You're not here for that. No, you're here to shine. That's, that's why each of you are so gifted. There it is. That light went out. Each of you are so gifted. because you're here for a purpose, you know? And you got your sister as proof. You got your sister as proof right there. Don't look no further, you know? Don't look any further. Now, here's the truth. Here's the truth. I prepare by listening to a lot of positive affirmations. I read, and then sit still to let, you know, this is, I'm, I'm to let the universe or let God talk to me. This way I'll have something to say to you when I come on here. Okay. So today, I just kept getting calls, but I laid in the bed for as long as I could in silence, turned off the phone for a little bit. And I was just quiet because I really needed some inspiration. And I know what I wanted to say, but I didn't want it to come off like womp, 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 womp. I like to say that I'm having a conversation to whoever is listening, with whoever is listening. But even still, when you do that, and believe me, I've done this for an hour at a time. Even still, when you do that, sometimes the universe throws you a curveball like it did on Monday to me. And then like today, I'm ready. I'm raring to go. I'm in. I'm at the starting line. I'm ready to take off. But you say, Troy, what the heck does that have to do with you were born to make a difference? You're here to make a difference, and why would you think otherwise? Why would you think otherwise? I mean, you were put here by the Almighty God. So why would you think that you're not here to make a difference? I don't care if you make a difference in deeds or in don'ts. What does that mean? So sometimes our mistakes could be the reason why our children navigate their life to abundance because they don't want our pitfalls. They don't want our failures. They simply are driven by those failures to be successful because there's that fear in them that gives them the strength to say, I'm not going to make the same mistakes that my father made, which leaves you can look at it two ways, like, damn, I messed up that bad, or you can take it for what it truly is. I instilled, you instilled in your child something positive and powerful because of your pain and because of your mistakes. Think about that. I'm not telling you to go out there and make a bunch of mistakes. Don't do that. But think about that. They actually took the time to, they loved you so much that they took the time to look at you. Hold on for a second now. Okay, I'm back. So they took the time to look at you and to say, I do not want to be in the same situation he's in. They even might have said at one point, I don't want to be like you. And then when they got older, they refined those words to say, I never want to be in the position you were in, which could mean jail, which could mean being broke, which could mean you're an addict, just something. Just you kept getting fired, you didn't finish high school, whatever the case may be, because of what happened All right, sorry about that, y'all. I got a phone call and it just knocked me out, which is why I'm glad my iPad arrives today because I'll be now doing the show from my iPad instead of this phone. Okay? I was basically saying that your mistakes and your pains could be the powerful, purposeful motivation that allows your child or children to grow and to push them to grow into the human being that you couldn't even see them becoming. But this is what they envisioned for themselves, and they were driven by what you went through. It drove them to be excellent. It drove them to greatness. It drove them to understand that if I take the time to look back, I may not turn to salt, but I may fall into one of those traps. Because people like to say that that is they have to break the chain and things like that in your family, right? Mm, indeed. So that being said, don't take it as a wrong way when somebody turns around and say thank you. I saw you go through it, and I never wanted to go through it, and now I'm in a position where I can help you. It's beautiful, you know. And then it works both ways too. You could motivate. I heard a brother. He came on here, Eclipse. He was talking about he had a conversation with his son. I don't remember it word for word, but he said his son grew into a super intelligent youngster. Man, by the time he was, he said by the time he was 9, the coach was feeling away, and he walked up to him and said, "Don't you worry, Dad. I got you. I got you." And even at 19, he was a shining star in his life, and that's what I mean. Your pain, they don't embrace it. They use it as spiritual fuel, like a B12 shot to the soul, and they take that and they say, "Well, I'm going to make sure the next time my dad needs me, I'm going to be there for him as well as myself." And by the time they reach their late teens, early 20s, you're amazed by what some of the things that they've done. You are here to make a difference. Isn't that right? You are here to make a difference. It's amazing. It's simply amazing. But yeah, it is what it is, right? So you can reminisce with me and just think about some time where something your child said to you gave you pause in a good way. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Think about it. Think about that time when they walked up to you and they just hugged you and they said something to you. And you were like, it gave you pause. Right? Yeah, gave you pause. Beautiful thing, isn't it? Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Yeah. Always like hearing from them on Father's Day. That meant a lot. Didn't happen often, but when it did happen, it meant a lot. And then there was that time that a couple of times where they basically did their chores without me having to get on them about doing their chores, which was usually Saturday because they wanted to get out the house. Hmm. Or there was so many times they came up to me and said, I did what you said, and things worked out for me. Good. But you were here to make a difference. Some people think that difference means something big, something large. You'd be surprised. I doubt you'd be surprised. But yeah, let's say you'd be surprised at sometimes the smallest things are the ones your children remember the most. Like let's say you're the type that cook breakfast every morning. They're gonna grow up and remember that. They're gonna grow up and remember that. Or you were the one that was picking them, dropping them at school and picking them up every day. They're gonna grow up and remember that. They're gonna do the same thing with their child or children. They're gonna do the same thing. Or you were the one that took them out and taught them how to fly a kite. They're gonna remember that. Uh, or you introduce them to your music, or introduce them to some of the old movies like Coolie High, Uptown Saturday Night, and then there was another one with Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh my gosh, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Beyonce. I don't remember the name of the movie. Ain't that crazy? Fighting Temptations. Fighting Temptations is the name of the movie. Yeah, you turn them on to that, they want to watch it all the time. That and The Wiz. You can win, child. What's the Crow anthem? He's on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Don't you just, he's on down the road. And the lion's name was something Coupe Vale. Coupe Vale was the cowardly lion in the Wiz. And then Nipsey, not Nipsey. What's the brother's name? Not Nipsey Hussle. I know his name is Nipsey, but I don't remember his last name. He was the Tin Man, always needing to be oiled. Richard Pryor was the Wiz, and Diana Ross was Dorothy. Yeah. So think about that. You are the real Wiz in this situation. You here make a difference. You the Wiz for real, and you're the one supposed to inspire them to reach their R's, or actually escape Oz and reach their true destiny and destination. But every now and then you might run into Evil Lynn or some flying monkeys trying to hold you down. Don't let them hold you down. Don't let nothing hold you back. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. That's not how the song go, but damn it, that's how it goes in my mind. So when you come upon them flying monkeys and that evil Lynn, think about it. What you gonna do? Right then, you got to make a difference. You can't surrender. You can't surrender. You, you can't run. You have to fight. And trust me, you'll escape Oz and reach your true destination. Beautiful. I remember I knew a father, somebody who was a father, and he got arrested for DUI, right? And then, of course, he had to come home, and he tried to avoid explaining what happened to to him, to his children, but they kept asking, so he finally told the truth. He was like, "Yeah, your pops got arrested for drinking and driving." They were like, "Really? I'm never gonna drink when I grow up." And there you have it. They, they didn't drink. There goes another one. My uncle was an addict. I've never drank, smoked, or done drugs. Ever. He made a difference. And I told him that once we were able to, years later, when I wasn't a kid anymore and I was an adult, I was 40 and he was 60. So we had that conversation. And I said, because of you, you made a big difference in my life. I never wanted to drink or anything because of you. Ever. And I do mean ever, 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 ever. Yes, ever, 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 ever. Right? That's amazing, isn't it? The small things or some of the things you may not believe will affect the life, will make a difference. Or I have a cousin sister, I call her, right? And I used to go to their house in Jersey in the summer times, and then the other time I was in Jamaica. So I taught her how to make pancakes when she was youngster, and to this day she always remembers that. That and the fact that I used to drag her along with me to go to White Castle in the afternoon in Jersey and all that stuff, and she remembers all of that, just like all of that. It's like I remember I broke my leg in the house. Believe it or not, yeah, I was dancing, broke my leg, and I yelled out. My grandmother came out there, and she saw my leg. Just she didn't waste no time. She went and got a paper bag. You know, we back in the day when the grocery stores would give you paper bags. She got a paper bag, soaked it in vinegar, and wrapped it around my leg, and it smelled bad. Then the ambulance came and they were like, "What is that smell?" She said, "Oh, I soaked the paper bag in vinegar and wrapped it around his leg." They're like, "Why you did that?" "Oh, for the same reason that you're asking, that you noticed the smell bad." He focused more on the smell than he did the pain. And they were like, "Wow." I was like, "Wow." And ever since that day, I said to myself, my grandmother, maybe she didn't finish college or high school or anything like that, but she's super intelligent and she thinks quickly on her feet. That's where I got it from. And that made a difference. That made a difference. So look, I'm gonna stay on for about maybe 6 or 11 more minutes, and then I'm gonna bounce and come right back on Friday. But I love doing this show. I know I'm just building and I'm coming along, but I'm gonna speak it into existence. Next time I come on, I'll have some people on the panel, and every show after that, I'm gonna have some people on the panel. You know, I'll go ask and constantly ask and go from there because I want to start interacting with people because I'm going to start going out soon and showing, going to different locations and talking to fathers in different situations, you know. But you'll see when that happens. I'm just waiting on the iPad because I don't want to carry the phone around. Bruce, bless up, sir. I don't want to carry the phone around all the time, so but I could do it better on the iPad. And I saw this camera I want to get in the soundboard so you can get the full extent of my voice clearly. And I need some more lighting, so I'm definitely gonna get some lighting. So iPad, that's done. Camera, I'm gonna take care of that next, and the lighting. And be patient with me because I have to learn how to use that iPad. It shouldn't be any more different from the tablet I had. So I want to start producing the show from there. Add some more bells and whistles. Like Bruce got a lot of bells and whistles over his show. He can play a fight and play music at the same time and just do a lot of stuff over there. Yeah. So That being said, let's continue on with the story of making a difference. I mean, you are here to make a difference. I mean, why would you think otherwise? Who planted that seed in your head first and foremost that told you that you weren't here to make a difference? Can you remember who planted that seed? Can you remember? Can you remember, girl? Just asking. I mean, think about it. Somebody had to plant that seed in your head about, you know, you can't make a difference or your dreams are not yours to grasp. I never told any child that. Never. Because that would be destroying them. Don't tell nobody that you can't achieve their dreams. Tell them, look, with purposeful prayer and patience and listening and taking the right steps and being diligent, your dreams are already accomplished. And they're just waiting on you. They just simply waiting on you. So go get them. Go get them. Don't wait. Don't wait. No, sir. Get them now. Because you are here to make a difference. So there's no need for you to wait for anything till the time is right. Nah. Tell them to go through the fire right now, like fine China, and make their dreams reality. Not a possibility, but reality. You don't need a bunch of money. That would be nice. Now, don't knock it till you try it. You don't need to be wealthy to make a difference. Hell, sometimes you don't even need to be healthy to make a difference. Because sometimes them seeing you like that will fortify the fact that they need to take care of themselves. And then that's what they'll do. And funny enough, by them doing that, it starts to reverse. It makes you want to get healthier too. Start working out together. hmm I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. I don't tell people about possibilities. I don't raise you about possibilities. I'll raise you the truth that whatever you want is waiting on you. Pray, listen, and take the necessary steps and go get them dreams where somebody grab it for you and make it their own. And don't share your dreams with every and anyone. Because there's dream stealers and they'll steal your dream. And then you're wondering, how is that possible if I'm here to make a difference? You're still here to make a difference. Just do it in silence. You know now, don't you? You know now, don't share your dreams with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You tell how old I am after that comment. You know? Or Mary and Jane. They all the same. All part of the game. But all of us are here to make a difference. You weren't blessed with children to be normal. And they weren't blessed with life to be normal. You know? They they will watch you when you go to work. They'll watch you if you're in school. They'll watch how you handle yourself once you come home and you deal with their mother. Watching all of that, especially the girls. Don't be fooled. The girls definitely watch more than the boys sometimes. The boys internalize stuff. They might not say it now, but they're going to give it to you later. The girls will say it now. They'll internalize it, then they'll, I saw what you did to mommy. Yeah. Why you talk to her like that? Hmm? You think I'm speaking because I don't know? No, I know what I know when I know it. Yeah. You were put here to make a difference. Why would you think otherwise? Tell me, tell me, tell me. But look, I'm gonna stick and stay until 35, right? So till 7:05 or 7:03 or 4, whatever it is. My math is terrible right now. but I'm going to hang around for a little longer. But like I said, from now on every show that I do, there'll be people on the panel. I'm going to speak that in the truth. There will be people on the panel because it's really built to be an interactive show. So from now on, there'll be people on the panel and we'll have discussions and things will be great. The show will grow. And next thing you know, word of mouth will take me around the world and back. Think of all the fathers I could touch with that. I'm not making up no stories. I'm simply speaking fact. That's right. As I see it, it shall be. As I claim it, it will be. Yes, 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 yes. Because when I closed my eyes, decided to start Daddy's Lounge, I said I'm gonna go talk to some more fathers. Because I can't be the only one out there that is like, man, I'm tired of there never being a safe place on here for fathers to just come and talk. I'm sick of the way Father's Day is. Father's Day is just a nothing holiday. Think about it. Think about it. But look, I made some chickpeas, rice, and spinach, and that was my dinner. Lunch and dinner. Chickpeas, rice, and spinach. So y'all take care of your health, and your health will take care of you. You know, think about it. Can you imagine working out in the same gym with your children? This is after they grown. And they trying to keep you in shape and trying to keep you around for as long as they can. You made a difference. And think about that. Every milestone that you make working out or something that motivates them to go even higher and harder. The Rock said something. He said that the gym was his safe haven because that's where his father was, and he loved being there. He loved his dad, so he loved being in the gym. Think about that. Always there in the gym with his father. I used to read with my sons a lot, and a lot of them we play some video games together. But I took them to the boxing gym, which is where they picked up a lot of things. A lot of things. But I could see the influence. And then I trained them a little early before football season. And the coach was like, your son's got incredible stamina. That's because I was training him. I put him through it. You know? Put him through the gauntlet, as I like to say. Every day they'd be out there running uphill, downhill, catching the ball, having to psych out their brother. By the time football practice came around, they were, woo. Coach was like, I need you to train the team like that. Not really. But look, y'all, it's been a bit here, 35 minutes. Like I said, next time I have a podcast, which will be Friday, by the way, and Saturday for a boxing show, I will have a panel and people will be on it. So thank you and be blessed. Stay safe. And remember always, you were put here to make a difference. That's why you have children from 1 to 10. Never allow them to believe that you all are friends. Open your mouth purposely and messages you send. They've seen you fall and they've seen you get up. They've seen you happy and they've seen you erupt. But please remember this. Allow them to always remember this. And please let this be. Allow them to always you see. You see. Get it? Remember always to allow them to see you. Something you must do. Remember always allow them to see you. Something you must do. On that note, I wish you adieu. Thank you. And y'all have a blessed night.